My name is Daniel Greenspan, and I'm a 6th and 8th grade English teacher in Chesterfield, Virginia. This is a video on educational dispositions for SEC 502, Foundations in Secondary Education at Grand Canyon University, taught by Professor Amanda Arrington. In this video, I'll be discussing the proper disposition of a professional educator. It looks like consortiums and national administrators have been trying to pin down a teacher's ideal disposition for quite a while. In 2012, according to the National Council of Teachers of English, quote, candidates are prepared to interact knowledgeably with students, families, and colleagues based on social needs and institutional roles, engage in leadership and/or collaborative roles in English language arts professional learning communities, and actively develop as professional educators. Put simply, teachers are meant to be pillars of their communities, role models who make their children excited to learn, and who serve as an example for the profession as a whole. The teacher's role is not meant to exist only from the hours of 7 to 3 during weekdays. Every time they step outside, even when no administrators are watching, teachers should be demonstrating why they are given the sacred responsibility of educating the nation's kids. They should act honorably in any and all scenarios and ensure that their emotions are tempered, even in stressful situations. According to the GCU College of Education, the professional dispositions of teacher candidates are high expectations, respect for the diversity of others, fairness, professional conduct, reflection, curiosity, honesty, compassion, advocacy, and dedication. Of these 10, I am full of curiosity. I love learning more about English literature and how to engage students in the subject. I serve my students daily as a compassionate voice to advise and listen. I am fully dedicated to this profession and all it entails. It consumes my life to my pleasure. I need to work on my professional conduct, though. I see things getting a little too casual with my students and my colleagues when a respectful distance is appropriate. Familiarity breeds contempt, and I don't want to get too familiar with them. Fairness will always be a goal to strive towards, and I need to ensure that all my students receive an equal share of my time, not only those already talented in English. No one is without bias, and I definitely see my own biases reveal themselves when we discuss books and authors or a controversial topic like AI. I am not looking to impose my own beliefs onto impressionable kids, but it can be difficult to separate my personal self from my teacher self. The idea of implicit bias is frightening to me, that I may unconsciously favor certain students because of their skin color or gender or appearance. This undermines the spirit of education and is harmful to the students and myself as a teacher. The National Education Administration advises making oneself aware of potential biases, spending time around uncommon demographics, and communicating with unfamiliar people to gain awareness. Just interacting with people is a surefire way to combat prejudice, and a person becomes more well-rounded the more they step outside their comfort zone. I was taught that integrity is how you behave when no one is watching. As a teacher, I want to make fun, interesting lessons for the benefit of kids, not only when an administrator is conducting an observation. One of my proudest moments this year was receiving a shout-out from my colleague on our school updates board. All I did was help a disheveled young man tie his tie on picture day, and I had not even realized anyone saw me. I'm glad not because someone noticed, but because it's instinct for me to see a student in need of assistance and help them without expectation of reward or recognition. I plan to hold myself to the highest possible standard in my daily routine, to act truthfully and professionally even when it is difficult. Habits become routine, routine becomes behavior, behavior becomes character. My character will reflect my professional integrity.